Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Gordon Maston here, coming at you guys with something special that I have for you guys today. It's an ROH 13th anniversary show review for 2015. And while there may have been a photo for the main event between Jay Briscoe, Hanson, Michael Elgin, and Tommaso Ciampa, the Young Bucks and Red Dragon stole the show once again. And I have to get the opinion off of the Young Bucks. Young Bucks, what do you guys do best? With that being said from the Young Bucks about the Super Kick Party, let's get in to this ROH review. All right, guys, what's going on? Before we get into this review, I wanted to make an announcement here. For all future reviews, I have a co-host now. My co-host that you guys watch my NXT review, William Koshnick. Mind introducing yourself if no one's seen that NXT review?
Hey, what's up? I am William Koshnick, and I will be doing this with them. So if you don't like it, then
You know, it's funny you do that because the Young Bucks were doing that all night. If you hadn't noticed that.
I did notice that, and I kind of got really excited.
Nothing excites wrestling fans more than grown men chopping at themselves. And who just joined us? This is weird.
Kind of.
Hold on one second, guys. Sorry, guys. Here's the thing now. Before we get into this, I had to also say, for me to invite William into this, I have to invite my circle. And I'm sorry, I do these just with him, and nobody else can really join these. Sorry to sound like that guy, but it's the way it has to go now. William, this was your first ever ROH show.
Yeah,
Your thoughts, dude?
a lot of firsts for me this week. It was good, better than Fastlane.
A lot is better than Fastlane, honestly. Last year's Battleground was okay. Let me not get out of control now. But
If you're not in control, you're not out of control.
yeah. So, neither of us really took notes for this. Yeah, like neither of us really took any sort of notes for this. So, we're just gonna shoot off the top of the head. Let it make about a good 20, 25 minutes. So, William, what did you think about the show?
I liked it. It was good, fast-paced, a lot of streamers.
Uh, what was your favorite match?
Young Bucks versus
Red Dragon.
yes, and the women's match.
Okay. The women's match was like legit out of control. So Maria Mike Bennett consummated, and Maria's pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
Dude, I'm getting confirmation. Like, you know, I say all these women need me, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting confirmation that Maria not only needs me, she wants me. She wants to get rid of Mike Bennett. I'm getting that from an inside source. Don't be going sorting anything around like that. Right? I got it from an inside source. She needs and wants me.
Who is this inside source?
Uh, I'm not gonna tell you live, bro. Like, no, it's not. Oh, shh.
Do you think this inside source knows Paige?
Maybe. But what do you call it? Let's jump in everything we remember from the start. Matt Sydal versus Cedric Alexander. That was the first match, and Matt Sydal, he didn't really notice. I had to point this out to him on Facebook. That's Evan Bourne.
Good.
You say good old Evan Bourne?
Yep.
Yeah, you know, the guy who did drugs and then got in a car accident and then was healthy. They never wanted to put him on any sort of house shows or anything, and he just ended up disappearing into the stars, and then ended up getting released. You know that
You
Matt
mean,
Sydal, that Evan
you
Bourne.
mean Jeff Hardy?
See, Jeff Hardy's on TNA. Jeff Hardy wrestles all over the Indies and has his own indie promotion, so Jeff Hardy's good.
But he gets beaten in under a minute because he's on drugs.
Yeah, but Jeff Hardy got more chances than Matt Sydal. So yeah. With that being said, how'd you like this match?
Opener, better than a six-man tag.
You said better than the what?
Than the six-man tag that we had last week.
Oh, you're comparing it to Raw for a minute. I didn't know something like there's no six-man tag on this show. I didn't really think about that. Like, but to be fairly honest, like I wouldn't know what you're talking about. There's six-man tags on Raw every week.
I was talking about the one at Fastlane.
Oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, I understand that. But Cedric Alexander ends up going to lose this match to the Shooting Star Press.
A lot of high-flying moves. A lot of good moves.
Yeah.
A show-ending move. I don't know.
But see, like, here's my thing, dude. Like, I've shown you Adrian Neville's Red Arrow finish, right?
You have
That
and
twisting corkscrew Shooting Star Press.
gives this match a run for its money, though.
Yeah. But like, I don't know what it is right now. But like, I hate to be like Mr. Sour Sport or Mr. Sore Sport or whatever. But Adrian Neville has kind of ruined the Shooting Star Press for me. You know how?
How he
Whenever
added a spin to it.
No. Like, he revolutionized it, but when other guys do it, it's ruined now because when you see Adrian Neville do it, it's awesome and amazing. But when you see another guy just do a regular Shooting Star Press, you're not impressed anymore. Like, I used to like pop for the Shooting Star Press. The Shooting Star Press used to be awesome to me. Now, if it's not a Red Arrow, I don't care.
You in it to win it.
Yeah, so like that's how I feel. Like, if it's not the Red Arrow, I don't care. But he goes on to beat Cedric Alexander, which really shocked me because you figure Cedric is younger.
So
Seidel
he
is
should be able to win.
not Cedric. Evan Bourne is younger. Matt Seidel, for those of you who don't really know him like that, so I'm just gonna call him Evan Bourne. For those of you who don't really know, but he's had 15 years in the business, and he ended up going on to win.
Mm-hmm.
And you figure Cedric is younger, so he should be winning this match. And standards of put the guy over, let him get better, and let him advance on.
Not the case.
Nope. So, anything else you gotta say about this match?
No, it was a pretty good opener. Good standard.
All right. So next, I'm gonna move on to.
Moose.
You said Moose.
Yeah,
I'm
I think that was
surprised.
next.
I'm surprised you remembered Moose. Oh,
You
you
mean
probably only
Moose?
remember.
Moose.
You probably remember. You probably only remember Moose because Veda Scott was with him. Also confirmed that she wants and needs me. But go on.
No, she needs me.
Well, I've had it confirmed by a source that she wants and needs me.
Just because you met Daniel Bryan today doesn't mean anything.
Eh, it means everything. But what do you call it? Yeah, Moose versus Mark Briscoe. And if anybody hasn't known, Mark Briscoe is the worst of the two Briscoes. And Mark Briscoe is going to lose with the spear, and then Veda Scott doesn't want Moose to shake Mark Briscoe's hand. Now, see, let me tell you where the whole
Why?
let me tell you where the whole Veda Scott thing came from. At first, like she started on Ring of Honor, her gimmick was she was a lawyer,
Mm-hmm.
and then she went to a lawyer to she was a client for this guy named R.D. Evans, who started a new streak, and be like, you know how the yes chant's over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like people just thought R.D. Evans was a joke, and then the streak became legit, and then like the last couple months of his streak, people started chanting streak, 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 and the fans were into it. So with RD, like he was undefeated for a while, and then Veda Scott turned on him for Moose, and I haven't seen RD Evans since then. I was at the pay-per-view a couple months ago.
What annoyed me about this match was the promo before it.
Wait, you see the promo before it?
Yeah.
I don't really remember the promo.
He was like, "Yeah, you might have been in football, but I
Oh
got."
yeah, Mark Briscoe. Yeah, well, you was in the NFL. The Briscoes promos are just completely stupid to me. They don't know how to cut a promo. They cut backward. They cut like when you. I think backward hillbilly promos. I think of Bray Wyatt. I think of Luke Harper. I think of Eric Rowan. When I think of straight up third grade, I'm gonna swear at you 20 times to get my point across promo. I think about Jay Briscoe.
Made me giggle, and he's like, I've also been hunting, get deer hunting and duck hunting, but I've never been moose hunting."
Exactly. This kind of stuff. And especially with the Mark Briscoe, not the Jay Briscoe promo earlier, was like talking about, oh, we're gonna get that title back with the ODB thing and Maria. Like, I got sent on my sleeve. Wait, you ain't wearing no sleeves. What? Okay, whatever. I could spend all day talking about how bad the Briscoes are promo wise, but we don't have time for that. So, Moose lost. Okay, but the whole like after this, Veda Scott basically she's like the woman version of Paul Heyman.
My money's on Roman Reigns.
Oh my god. Like I said in the intro, people, Vince better not break his arm jacking Roman, or else we got a serious problem. But
I'm gonna make you really angry, but Briscoe had some really nice moves.
that's the thing with the Briscoes. They're good wrestlers. They just suck on the mic. I can give the Briscoes their credit where wrestling goes. It's just personality-wise and character-wise, I just can't stand them.
Hmm.
Both the Briscoes have really, and then like their gimmick even collides with their moveset. They have this thing called redneck kung fu. Yeah, they legit just start waving their arms around and just start like when you know how you normally get chopped in the corner, right?
Yeah.
They start karate chopping like this.
Wax on, wax off.
Oh my god, no. The Briscoes just annoy me. But after this, the other manager that not Artie, that Moose has ends up going to shake his hand, and Veda Scott and Moose get out of the ring. Now it looks like there's a little bit of dissension. I don't know. Veda Scott could be trying to take I forget the other guy's name. His name probably pop in my head when this review is over, and then I'll just probably get a little angry about that. But uh, let's say Veda Scott's trying to take over the full managerial position and kick the other guy to the curb and get him out of there. So that's what Veda Scott's trying to do. That's just from my perspective. And then,
We won't know until an actual show.
huh?
We won't know until like an actual show after.
Yep. Uh, next we had the triple threat tag team match.
Well, more like triple. Well, more like two tags and a single man.
Now, see, this was just screwy to me because we had the Bullet Club versus the Addiction versus the Kingdom.
Through the kingdom since when they came out.
Dude, he called the Kingdom. He was rooting for the Kingdom, and then me, in my ways, I'm just like, okay, let's go Bullet Club because I love the Bullet Club. And then we got Carl Anderson, and then Doc Gallows. For those of you who don't know Doc Gallows, he was Luke Gallows in the Straight Edge Society. He couldn't make it.
I don't think I was watching back then.
Yeah, that was 2010 when CM
Yeah.
Punk could have been big back then, but they screwed it all up.
That's when I stopped watching for that few years.
I don't blame you, dude. But what do you call it? After this, we get not after this. We get we get Carl Anderson, Machine Gun Carl Anderson, winning the Gold himself, and the Addiction and the Kingdom. And Carl Anderson ended up getting pinned on this with because the Kingdom was built off of Matt Hardy and Maria's creation with Michael Bennett and Adam Cole. We get the Matt Hardy tribute, the Twist of Fate,
To a Swanton bomb.
and then Steve Corino at commentary with his usual "Oh my Hardy" call because Matt Hardy's guy to Steve Corino. Like,
Matt Hardy is one hell of a guy.
yeah,
Which, Matt, if you're watching, congratulations.
like, dude, Steve Corino, like, he's the most ridiculous on commentary. We'll get to his super kick party screaming when it comes down to that match, because that was just super kick. That's just on point. That is just completely on point. But I don't know. So with this match, obviously Carl Anderson was going on alone, and the Kingdom goes on to win. I have no problem with that.
It was okay.
And after this match, we get probably by far the funniest segment of the night. That turned into the worst match of the night for me. No, actually, not the worst. Probably like the third worst, but it's probably because I hate the Briscoes and ODB.
Oh.
So next up, we get ODB versus Maria, and we got an awesome video package with
Well,
Maria.
she was on earlier tonight.
Wait, say that again.
So that's what she was on earlier tonight. Commentary.
You're cutting out, dude.
Oh, it's probably my internet.
Well, we get an awesome video package that has Maria Kanellis, and she's sitting there saying like, like no one ever expected her to get this far in the business. She basically is the queen of the kingdom. She built the kingdom. She owns a castle. She's basically telling us she's a princess. And the funniest joke in this entire video package was when she said, "I had to check with my lawyers to check with ODB's lawyers to see if she was even physically a woman."
I didn't hear that.
She's like, I had to check with my lawyers to check with ODB's doctor to see if she was physically even a woman. She's like, she surely doesn't look like a woman. She doesn't act like, she doesn't act like a woman. She doesn't look like a woman, and she certainly doesn't seem like a woman. She's like, have you seen her? And she basically says, I'm going to win that like I always do, with manipulation. And then ODB comes out with Mark Briscoe, even though Mark Briscoe just lost. You know, it's Ring of Honor. You can come back from that kind of stuff very easily. Shouts out to my boy Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't even know why I just had to say that, but I love Shinsuke Nakamura. Just found out about that dude yesterday. But anyways,
has he come back from a match that he was in earlier in the night?
Yeah, Mark Briscoe came back out.
I understood he did, but the guy you just shouted out.
Oh, Shinsuke Nakamura? Oh no, he works in New Japan. It's just I seen the match of him yesterday with Kevin Steen. I know it's Kevin Owens, and dude, the man is a rock star.
A lot of Owens references during this.
Nothing else really major. And then this is where Maria gets in the ring. She's like, I would wrestle you, but I have something to say. I'm pregnant. Huge pop from the crowd. Oh!
I called Bull immediately.
And then the entire crowd just goes up next, she's like, so I can't wrestle you, so you can't touch me. And then she sneak attacks her, and then ODB kicks out of what happens, and then basically this match was nothing but Maria hitting a super kick and I think like a suplex or something like that, and then getting beat up the rest of the match. And Michael Bennett was up ringside too to protect his wife, and that didn't really work out, and he got beat up by Mark Briscoe most of the time, so that's what happened.
Maybe shouldn't exist anymore.
Dude, Maria should have won this. Like, this aggravated me a little bit. I'm like, Maria should have won this.
But I mean, with that, they were able to rip off the pink stuff around the belt.
Exactly, and if you guys haven't seen it, Maria, like Jay Briscoe had his title that he had, his custom-made world championship, and Adam Cole and Matt Hardy stole it. Adam Cole took it, and then made it Adam Cole's world championship. And then if you haven't seen Adam Cole yet, but when he comes back and you see him, you're gonna love him.
When is he coming back?
I don't know. He has shoulder surgery from his last match with Jay Briscoe, which was phenomenal. He super kicked Jay Briscoe, and when he had tacks in his mouth, he stapled papers into his head. It was amazing.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh, excuse me.
Another good thing about this entire thing was Jay Briscoe and not Jay Briscoe. I lost my train of thought. Not good. They were not good. I'm sorry. They took the belt apart. Like Maria had a fur pink strap on it. and they took the strap off the belt, and then they took Matt Hardy's stickers off the belt that he put on there, and then they made it back to Jay Briscoe's actual title. So that feud is probably over. Jay Briscoe got his title back, and since he retained the championship tonight in our main event, he'll probably be wearing that title eventually, and the whole Kingdom thing is now kind of buried in a sense.
We'll find out.
Yeah, but it just upsets me to this point that has to be the way things go down for the Kingdom. It really does, man.
Sometimes kingdoms have to come to an end.
But dude, like Ring of Honor doesn't keep anything around for like they just don't keep anything around that often. So, anyways, I'm just gonna move on from this. We end up getting up next. I think this was the ACH and AJ Styles match.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, up next. I can't believe we actually went off the top of our heads and we're remembering this stuff.
Good memories.
Yeah, we're not doing this for Raw tomorrow. I'm writing things down.
Raw is too complicated.
That's 3 hours of actual segments and matches.
You could say Raw is war.
Dude, get out of 1999. It's not that day and age anymore. But what do you call it? Not Matt Hardy. Wow. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that segment that just happened with the Briscoe, with the Briscoe and Maria and ODB and Mike Bennett and everything. When she said me and Mike Bennett are pregnant, Kuna's like, "Oh my God, I gotta get them a gift." The things that just pop out of Steve Corino's mouth are just awesome.
Michael Cole when he was younger.
Yeah, Michael Cole sucks.
Now
Anyways,
when he was younger.
it's not the case anymore. But ACH and AJ Styles, that match was good. Like, my stream cut out in the middle of it, but it cut out like right after ACH hit that sweet flip that was outside the ring, and he didn't have to use any ropes for it at all.
Mm-hmm.
That was disgusting. That was just filthy.
A lot of things we're discussing tonight.
What, that Styles clash at the end,
Yes.
where AJ Styles ended ACH's life.
He should be.
Breaking necks and cashing checks, buddy. That's AJ Styles' slogan for life. For life. Too sweet me. Woo! Come on, you gotta be. The too sweet thing goes like this. You put your fingers like this, and then you meet me with these two fingers here. Like, you meet me with your ring in your middle, and you just too sweet me. These go up. The pointer and the pinky go up, and then the middle and the ring come in. Too sweet.
Okay then.
All right, so shout out to AJ Styles. AJ Styles gets the win in this match, and after the Styles clash, and he shakes ACH's hand, ACH goes on both knees and grabs his neck. AJ Styles may have claimed another victim in the Styles clash. And then, and only then, we get the match of the night. And I think it's apropos and it's well done that I should do this, because this was well worth it that I could play an old one of these and it would still make up for it. Because this is what I'm about to do is worth it. It is well worth what I'm about to do here. Because this match was phenomenal, dude. Would you come to agree?
Yeah.
Match of the night, no doubt.
Them screams though.
To those screams?
Yeah.
Oh, Carino. No, Carino. So, have you ever heard the Fish Tank, my friend?
No.
Between Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. You've never heard the Fish Tank?
Nope. Is that a podcast?
No, it's like a little 2-minute segment they do.
Oh, no.
All right, so this is he's never heard the fish tank yet. So guys, I think this is actually apropos that we do this. It's a little 4-minute clip of the fish tank. Actually, no, this is when they lost the championship to the Young Bucks. This is when the rivalry legit started. So we're gonna get an ad first. So I'm just gonna basically say what you're gonna hear may be a little over the top and maybe a little funny, but they do this little talk show. It's over the top. It's great. It's hilarious, and
Like
it's
the dirt sheet?
huh?
Like the dirt sheet?
Yes. All right. This music that they even started with is ridiculous. Let me take it back. It's just like the dirt sheet, but today's wrestling age and funnier. All right, here it is.
Now, by unique, I certainly don't mean that in a good way. In light of a recent event, they're going to forego the normal format. That's right, I want to apologize to you people because as previously scheduled, our guest, Tom Selleck, will not be here today. No, see, Kyle and I decided that we needed this time to air a few grievances. Grievances with New Japan Pro Wrestling, with Ring of Honor. Now, for the second time in our history, Ring of Honor, you've gone out and brought in a foreign entity to do what nobody else could get done. Chicago Ridge was an ambush. An ambush. They worked for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Did anybody check the work visas? Are the Young Bucks even U.S. citizens?
Hold on. Now, this is where I pause it. Were you able to hear that?
Are they U.S. citizens?
Yes. Like Bobby Fish is freaking out. Kyle had to push his cup of coffee in front of him. That said best, like his coffee mug had best tag team partner ever on it. Like, what do you call it? People used to like say these guys are gay for each other, and that's not the case because they're both married.
To each other.
No, man, it doesn't work like that. Red Dragon's awesome. But this is what Kyle had to say after that. And then there's about another good minute left in this.
We asked the few questions, the tough questions. And I have a question for you, the viewer. Matt Jackson, if that is your real name, I don't think your hand was even ever broken. Where's the x-rays? Are they here? They're not anywhere, Matt! When I grabbed that cast and bent your fingers or took your hand and smashed it into the barricade, that's all well and fine. But then you took your hand and you cracked me in the skull. And that's where you crossed the line, Booster. This is the greatest travesty since the Great Irish Potato Famine, and I loved that famine. That was a great famine. Which brings me to New York City, May 17th. May 17th, when we exact our revenge upon thee. Red Dragon proves to you, proves to Ring of Honor, proves to New Japan Pro Wrestling that we always reign supreme, and the children of North Korea will once again have their role models back. And who do they have now? The Young Bucks? They have ponytails, Bobby, ponytails.
Fact is, on March 17th, Young Bucks, you find yourselves in the place that you want to be the least, which is standing across the ring from the best tag team in the world.
In another special episode.
Okay, now obviously they were mad. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me anymore, but yeah, obviously they were mad. Can you still hear me? William,
I'm here.
can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Yeah, obviously Red Dragon was mad. They were pretty mad, dude. Like, did you find that funny, or did you just find that straight up serious?
I found it funny.
This is more of a travesty than the Great Potato Famine, and I love that famine. Red Dragon knows how to make and that's just one where they were acting angry.
Rest in peace, Ireland.
Oh god. But let's get down to the match. I think we built it up enough with the fish tank. This match started a little slow, got a little fast, and I'm just ending my favorite spots off. That you don't know what the indie taker is, so it's like that power. It's like that tombstone outside the ring that they did that double team tombstone. And wait, I can't hear you. What'd you say? And you're freezing up here, bud. But until he gets back in, I'm gonna say I love the indie taker / Meltzer driver. I love the flips outside the ring. I love when the Young Bucks try to do away with Red Dragon with their own move, chasing the dragon.
The dragon was chased.
And when you chase the dragon, in Red Dragon standards, you end up meeting Bobby Fish's or Kyle O'Reilly's foot to the back of your head before you get brain busted into the mat.
I forgot who won this.
Red Dragon.
Mm.
On the screwiest of finishes, though, the Young Bucks hit more bang for your buck, and they had the titles won. And then, Red Dragon bought UFC's Shayna Baszler out to ringside. And Shayna Baszler got involved and pulled not Todd Sinclair. I think it was Paul Turner or Todd Sinclair. I don't really remember which one, but they pulled the ref out of the ring. And after they do this, Sinclair or Turner or whatever says, "You can't pull me out of the ring." So Red Dragon hits chasing your dragon. Chasing your dragon. Chasing the dragon.
Chase that dragon down.
And then the Young Bucks, I think it was Matt Jackson, pulled Scott Armstrong. I said Scott Armstrong. Whoa, where did that come from? They ended up pulling Sinclair or Turner out of the ring. So after this, we get another chase of the dragon from the Young Bucks.
What is that, like 3 now?
Actually, yeah, it's the third one in the match, but 2 of them are from Red Dragon, 1 was from the Young Bucks. And the final one from Red Dragon, and they go on to win the titles. And this crowd was Young Buck heavy, dude. Like, this crowd was Young Buck heavy. All you heard was Young Buck chants.
That's why they won.
They lost this, dude.
Oh, I don't know. I'm new at this.
It's good. It's all right. But for the Young Bucks in this match, before we move to the next thing, the crowd they just kept going, suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it, with the Young Bucks. That was hilarious.
Shout out to DX.
Oh, what's DX, dude? And then the Young Bucks created that. I don't know what you're talking about. What's a DX?
Touche.
Just like Too Sweet was invented by the Bullet Club and not NWO. I don't even know what NWO is. I don't even know why I just said that name. Too Sweet, the Bullet Club.
I don't know who it was either, actually.
Huh?
I don't know.
Man, his sound is not working out on this end. Well, I'll wait for him on that one. The Young Bucks, dude, they got screwed, and they're entitled to another match. The Young Bucks are definitely entitled to another match. So, with that being said, we'll move on. And I'm going to kind of skip through these last couple of segments really quick. El Patron versus Jay Lethal. No idea who won that one. I'll be completely honest with you. I fell asleep for a second, woke back up, and I didn't even get to see how Samoa Joe returned. Samoa Joe just came out, cut a promo, and said he's here for the World Championship, and he's back. And then the crowd started hating on TNA. There was like a giant fuck TNA chant. Like that was. Go back. What?
I think Lethal won.
Lethal won?
Yeah.
Wouldn't shock me. He wouldn't shock me at all. But Lethal may have won this. I'm pretty sure he was probably with the lethal injection. The spring where you spring up the ropes and like RKO's you. So,
RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah, screw Randy Orton. Anyways, after this, we end up getting Samoa Joe. He's basically saying he's here for the World Championship, and then we get the great Joe is gonna kill you chant, and then we get fuck TNA chant, which is just the best thing ever.
Yeah, TNA is downhill.
Yeah. So after this, we get to the main event, which was the most overbooked, nonsensical garbage I've ever seen. Not ever, but you guys know I'm obviously over-exaggerating this a little bit. These reviews sometimes get turned into over-exaggerations, but if you've seen
Uh,
how that went down,
I just gotta say, I kind of wasn't paying attention to this match because I got really bored with it. I was
well,
kind of paying attention to two different streams.
I told you, man, I like this was not a big thing for me.
People with the red mask came in, and I was kind of like, what?
Yeah.
Illuminati.
No, man, no Illuminati. Like the way commentary put it over, it seemed like it was the Kingdom and the Young Bucks. That's what it seemed like it was. So, that being said, they got chased out by Hanson's partner, Ray Rowe, who came back from injury and is now back from a motorcycle incident that people thought he would never return from. And he's
Like, returned from, like,
never wrestle again.
oh, I thought, like, you meant he's dead.
It was in like a major motorcycle accident. So he's back and he chased them out. And what other way like they've been building these guys up for a while to make them come in. But what other way to make them look like a bunch of giant wusses and to come in and make them get chased off by one man and there's three of them? That's just very smart, but okay. Ring of Honor, I never thought I'd be questioning your main event caliber tactics like this. And then the finish. Project, you said Royal Rumble?
I didn't say anything.
I thought you said Royal Rumble, dude. I'm like, I hate Jay Briscoe, but this is not anywhere near Royal Rumble bad. This was just stupid.
He won, and then Samoa Joe came out, and they looked at each other.
Yeah, but before Joe came out, Jay Briscoe got kicked by Michael Elgin, and then Elgin got pulled out of the ring. And after Elgin got pulled out of the ring, Jay Briscoe fell right on to Tommaso Ciampa. Like his arm fell onto him and pinned him. Jay Briscoe was knocked out, totally not even aware of what was going on.
This, I missed.
What?
I said that I missed.
Yeah, and then it was 1, 2, 3. Joe came back out, and then he basically told Jay Briscoe, "I'm next. I'm taking you out."
And then he raised his title and was like, yeah, try it.
And the next Ring of Honor pay-per-view is in June, and it's one of my personal favorites. Best in the World.
That's a long wait for a pay-per-view.
Yeah, well, they do their pay-per-views. Like, these are their live pay-per-views. They have one actually, like, later this month. It's called Death Before Dishonor, but that's going to be on, like, our secret website, codename Twitch.
Name Twitch.
Yeah, so with that being said, guys, I would like to thank you for watching this review. Leave your comment down in the comment section below whether you want us to keep doing this or not, and we will respond to that. So, without taking you out normally, how we normally do with the greatest intro and outro of all time, I'm going to take you guys out with an episode of The Fish Tank. This was a 3-minute episode. You want for this outro or you want the other outro?
Go with this outro, the new one.
This is just a one-time thing for Ring of Honor. And we got to add, so let me pause that. Yeah.
I never say.
So, overall thoughts on this show? Hold on one second. Wait, what?
I said it was good.
I'm almost done. Alright, here we are.
This is a special holiday edition of the Fish Tank. Now, it's our goal to help you at home get into that holiday spirit. And at the risk of mowing the big fat man's lawn, so to speak, Kyle, I went ahead and I got you a gift.
Bobby,
I did. It was the least I could do.
I'm embarrassed.
Kyle, this is for you.
This is a big deal.
No, it's not.
It's a big deal to me,
on.
Bobby.
Kyle,
It's
it
a
is
big
not.
deal
It is
to me.
not.
The IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship.
Right. Bobby, I remembered you saying how much you wanted that.
This is amazing, man. Thank you. From Santa.
Kyle!
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, I specifically told
It's
you
not a
not
big
to do
deal.
this.
It's not a big deal. It's nothing real. It's really
Well,
not.
I'm not very patient, so... Kyle O'Reilly. You kidding me?
No, I'm not. I saw the way you were looking at it in the store and on those guys at Time Splitters, and it's knew you had to have it.
Oh my God. Kyle, this is the most thoughtful thing that anybody's done for me.
It is.
In a very long time.
I know.
Now, speaking of which, Kyle, this time of year, well, we're about to ring in the new year. And before you can do that, you've got to cap off last year. And on December 7th, I can't think of a better way than to cap off last year by handing the Time Splitters another loss. I can't think of a better way than going out in the rubber match against the Time Splitters and reminding them exactly why these are now in our possession.
Now, Time Splitters, the rivalry, is coming to New York City. It's coming to Final Battle. It's coming to pay-per-view. It's coming to Ring of Honor, the two-man smash machine. I'll not die.
All right, and that's that. So, any last words, dude?
Not on the show.
All right, well, thank you guys for watching, and
Stay pimping. Go.
we'll see you tomorrow for the Raw review, basically. So, see ya.
Get the money. Do your job. Stay cool. Peace.
See ya.